Let's make this practical.
Yes, so we're now coming to a page entitled the Learning Objectives. And before we do the exercise, and once again, if you'll check the chat, then you will see that there is the link to the Learning Objectives page that Maha is sharing right now. So is there someone who would be interested in reading this for us?
I can read.
Thank you.
So, small islands of coherence in a sea of chaos can shift the whole system to a higher order. Barbara Marx Hubbard. Learning objectives of the small print. Understanding the nature of desire and orienting myself towards the end of desire. Discerning and being able to distinguish between ego desires and core desires. Loosening the grip that persistent patterns of suffering have on me by compassionately partnering with them until I experience a sense of relief. Making the decision to inquire on my shadow until I abide in the light of full surrender. Integrating a unifying equation in view integrating a unifying equation in view to reprogram the path the pain body by progressively destroying the false and being ready for how truth is going to change my life. Deepening my studies of the unconscious via the Golden XPR's tools and resources.
So before we process the feedback on these, let's take 5 minutes and give you an opportunity to feel these one by one for yourself. So Maha, if you would stop share, and we'll set the timer, put on a little music, and give you an opportunity to feel the words of this exercise. Couple more minutes. Okay. Talking about the learning objectives and the exercise, this might help to decide if this course is worthwhile. So who would like to share? What touched you?
I'm still filling up the exercise, so I need just another minute.
Sure, sure.
I'll share. This is Daniel. I wrote some things that were very, I'm just going to read what I wrote if that's okay, or would you want me to just summarize?
Please read.
All right. Today's inquiry is illuminated by my step 6 inquiry, as I'm a 12-stepper, along with the opportunity to bring love into past moments that I hoard or things that I hold on to as beliefs or trauma, real or imagined. And those traumas and beliefs that I have that are real or imagined, they source my personality and the assertion of separation that happens when I assert my personality. And in those moments where I first felt most abandoned as a little one, as a little person. So the old story is supported by belief that I must create a fortress or put on armor to protect myself against reality, which is God. So what I'm doing parallel with XPR in step 6, working on character defects, that with time travel back into my early childhood and those wounds, those traumas actually, when I'm willing to do that time travel, I go back and I can unpack the shadow and the shadow self. But it's like those wounds are like portals. So they're like dark angels to unpack the shadow self, and those portals are brought to me by the dark angels or the form of disruption or shame in my life. When that comes up, it's like, okay, if I'm gonna resist this so it continues, or is this a portal that I walk through and move into the unknown? So my personality defects are dark angel portals. That's what I got.
Thank you, Daniel. I feel it.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to give us a comment? And as you may know already, you're always welcome and encouraged to come back and revisit these exercises. You may answer slightly differently or deeper on the second time around. Take another comment on this before we move on.
My writing was similar to Daniel's in that I was writing my ego desires was really to like put up walls, to resist change, to stay the same, no connection. I didn't really realize I was armoring up against God. I mean, I can see that with my own like religious trauma. Anyway, what Daniel said is going to the parts that you feel most abandoned. I realized that when your personality is taking over, right, and maybe it's dealing with shame or darkness, you're actually really just, you abandon yourself in these moments. And so I just need to realize that to continue to not abandon my personality by fear or shame or walls or protection. So in my core desires, I wrote basically just simple phrases. I am safe. I can apologize. I can change. I can take my walls down.
Beautiful. That's huge. Thank you. Okay.